Hey guys, and welcome to The Thing That Will Not Die. My name is Jacob.
My name is Mihai.
And today we watch the 1997 hit film Anaconda. Elizabeth Christman says, ordered for my grandson. He loved the movie. I did not. Mihai, what did you think of Anaconda?
This is the best movie about an anaconda I've ever seen.
How many other movies about anacondas have you seen to compare this to?
None specifically. I gotta be honest, if we didn't talk about it, I would have gone the rest of my life
with never having to think about it.
Never thinking about Anaconda.
So we picked the right movie to watch for you. Oh, it's over. Okay.
That's it.
Jesus Christ.
That's the movie.
Okay. Oh, God.
Boy.
The whole conceit of the movie is the main characters are trying to make a documentary about a rather elusive Amazon tribe who no one has ever seen before, but they've heard about this somehow.
The Wikipedia says this tribe is called... Where is it? I lost it. The Shiri Shamas. Alright, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to add some clarity. Because
this movie is so confusing.
In case we were missing it.
They assemble the Avengers pretty early on in the movie, and they introduce themselves by just saying what their character does. I'm the director. I'm the DP. I'm the actor. I'm Jon Voight. And then there's Owen Wilson and the girlfriend. Mm-hmm. What do they do? Don't look at Wikipedia. Tell me from your memory, what do they do?
Alright, let me try to think about this. He's an engineer.
I said don't read the
engineer.
Respect this, sound man.
Then what's her job?
I mean, if I don't know what he does, I sure as hell don't know what she does. I have no idea.
I don't either. My next question is, what are any of the characters' names? What's J-Lo's name?
No idea.
What's Ice Cube's name?
No idea. I don't know what any of these names are. You can go through every single one.
And you're not going to be able to name them.
I can't even remember Jon Voight's name.
His name was Paul Cerrone.
Cerrone. Paul Cerrone.
To contradict myself, according to the internet, he is from Paraguay. And they find him just on the side of the... I was about to say the road, down the side of the river.
His propeller was tangled in the roots. That's what he says.
My propeller! Tore up in the roots!
And they just decide to just keep him.
Well, he's really good, seemingly, at navigating the
river
and being in the jungle.
Right, because he promises he knows the tribe.
He knows the tribe. He catches a fish, I think, right away.
Well, that settles it.
He can catch a fish. He must know what he's talking about.
I see. So that's why they initially trust him.
Which is not that crazy.
No, but like the next scene is when he starts to be kind of fishy. Is it supposed to be shocking when he turns out to be evil later?
I think this is a foreshadowing.
Young.
I just, it doesn't take a genius to realize that this guy's up to something.
No, they're good people. They're not judging a book by its cover.
This is page 300, Mihai. This is not the cover.
This isn't that uncommon, planting evidence in the beginning of a movie. But the scenes like the ones with J-Lo where he's staring her down and she can see?
Yes, it's not just a secret for the audience.
J-Lo is about as passive of a protagonist as you could possibly imagine.
Especially when you consider her whole point is I'm the director.
Right.
That's a pretty driving force and something you can really, I got the vision.
Yes.
We're gonna do this thing. Let's get together, team. You're a leader. She leads all in this movie.
I mean, there's a bit of a struggle between them when Owen Wilson is duped by Jon Voight. All of them collectively are hesitant because they all can tell that this guy is
batshit crazy.
You would assume J-Lo would stand up and say, enough of this because this has nothing to do with what we're doing and it's becoming dangerous. That never happens though.
I guess the answer would be you can't just drop him off morally on the side of the river.
I suppose, okay.
But the moment it's revealed that there's an anaconda and he's tricked you all into helping him catch the anaconda, That's when you say enough's enough.
Yeah.
We outnumber you hilariously, even accounting for Owen Wilson. But they never do.
I'm not sure that he ever really wants the Anaconda as much as he wants to
sadistically torture these people.
Because that face that he makes, he doesn't make it when the snake is near, when he's about to catch it. He only makes it when someone is in discomfort, particularly when a woman is in discomfort.
The movie should have been called Paul Cerrone.
It should have, yeah.
Well, how do you make a movie then that's called Anaconda, and the real villain is Jon Voight?
I'm trying to think if there's another movie that... Oh, Alien is a little bit like this, where the real bad guy is not the monster. It's some human being. I mean, Ash is not a human being, but it was programmed by human beings, right? Some institution of humans that is worse than the monster. And that's kind of the fun part of it.
But I think that one works because it was a secret. You don't know Ash is a villain up until the moment he's revealed to be a villain. You know, he's not, from the second you see him, he's not grimacing at Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah. I mean,
the whole time, he's not going,
He looks like the creep at the bus station that you're not surprised when you turn away and you look back and he's masturbating. Like, it's not, none of this is shocking. Of course it was going to happen.
But with Alien, it seems like this was just the best way to tell that story, because just like Jaws, it's another movie that's also about the unknown, represented by the alien, literally, but also the idea of that sort of like the company wants the alien, and the company is represented by the secret robot. What does Jon Voight represent?
You can make $1 million with the snake.
Oh, great.
But also they're a symbol, aren't they, for us? And they're a symbol of arrogance in the Garden of Eden. Even the snake was the arrogant one that said, do it. What the hell with God, you know? And he's responsible for many things about the human condition, apparently. So it's probably a portrait that needs being painted, you know. Who is this strange beast, this Anaconda?
So they gotta go take Eric Stoltz to the hospital now because he got a wasp stuck in his throat somehow.
Which becomes the objective of the movie.
No, but except it doesn't. Okay, because Jon Voight pounces on this chance to take them upstream a different way so that he can lead them all on this wild goose chase to go collect the anacondas, and they completely forget about Eric Stoltz and his life-threatening allergic reaction.
He just has to breathe through this tube for the rest of his life.
That's a quick fix until you get to the hospital. You're not supposed to breathe through a pen for weeks.
Put some Neosporin on it, it'll be fine. Do you know how the wasp got there, by the way?
He was in the water and it just...
No, it's a sabotage.
In what way?
It's a sabotage. Jon Voight...
Explain how.
Jon Voight placed the wasp in his scuba gear. Which makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Well, hold on a minute. In the universe of the movie, it makes sense that he knows how to put the pen into his throat.
Yes.
And then he knows he's gonna need immediate medical attention, and that we have to take a shortcut.
That is the most backwards, roundabout way of taking these people the wrong way.
No, you don't get it. This is very discreet. Who else is going to imagine that the wasp got there in any way besides by accident?
Well, I guess it's true. It was so subtle, I didn't even know that's what happened. How is he fine?
It healed.
His throat sealed?
Well, here, we're gonna take a look at it.
He can't talk with the hole in his throat.
Jacob, the hole is gone.
You can't... That's not...
We're done with that part of the movie.
Oh, okay, I see. What does Wikipedia say happens next? Because I can't remember.
It's very vague. It says Mateo gets lost and is the first victim to be killed by the Anaconda, which coils around him before it snaps his neck near the boat where the poacher had been killed.
That's right, because they're driving down and they find...
a wreckage.
The boat of the guy at the beginning who also knows Mateo and Paul Cerrone.
And they go into the wreckage on the ruse that there might be fuel.
Jon Voight retrieves a giant sort of metal case that has the snake gun, the snake skin, and other sorts of snake catching materials.
Yeah.
How did he know that boat was there?
Well, they were in cahoots.
No, but he was dead.
Oh, and it's a boat.
Yeah.
And so it could have been anywhere.
Yes, I buy that they were in cahoots and that he knows that boat and that on the boat there's a snake catching materials that he desperately needs. How do you know that's where the boat was when the opening scene shows the occupant of the boat shooting himself in the face because he didn't want to get eaten by an anaconda? How did he know that the guy died specifically there?
Well, because there's a dam that keeps boats out.
Well, let's just see what we can do.
Hey, is that real dynamite?
All right, I have another question, and this is something I don't understand.
Oh, now you don't understand.
Why is the dam in their way? Why is it full of snakes? Why does he think the anaconda is behind the dam?
Okay, I am going to wildly speculate right now.
All right, no, go ahead. Please enlighten me.
I'm gonna try my best. I don't have Wikipedia up like a cheat.
I'm not using
I'm
Wikipedia
going
for this.
off
This
of
is just
what's
me
in my
asking
noggin.
questions.
Speak to me, John Jameson. Okay. What was your first question?
Oh no, I lost my headphones. It seems to me the anaconda can move about freely in the Amazon River.
Yes.
So unless I suppose that dam was somehow confining it, but I'd find that unlikely because it scaled trees later on in the movie, so clearly it would have no issue going through the dam.
It's not like it's a wall that cuts the whole continent in half, like in
Yeah.
King Kong to keep King Kong out.
Mm-hmm.
No, it just covers the river.
Yeah.
Just snake slither onto the land just a little bit and then go back on the other side of the river.
I mean, I don't even want to bring up the fact that I don't think anacondas live in water. What does the internet say, Jake?
Okay.
Please back me up on this.
Okay, I want the specific anaconda. Okay, the green anaconda, that's what this is about.
Is it a marine animal?
You're not gonna like this, because one of the names of it is common water boa.
Oh no.
Okay, wait. The green anaconda's specific name is derived from the Latin murinus, meaning of mice? The f*** you on about?
Just go to Ask Jeeves. They're better with anaconda questions.
Do anacondas
You mean to
live
tell me you didn't
in
just ask
water?
that?
I went to Wikipedia. Anacondas live in swamps, marshes, and slow-moving streams, mainly in the tropical rainforests of the Amazon and Orinoco basins. They are cumbersome on land, but are sleek and stealthy in the water. That's from National Geographic.
Oh man.
This is a good way to segue into this other thing.
My suicide.
Your suicide. Do you like the anaconda? Why are you laughing?
It's not good or bad.
What does that mean?
It means it is what it is. And that's all I have to say about it. I don't know. It doesn't stand out in a bad way, considering the background, which is the movie. Nor is it exceptional in any good way. The CGI is
Passable.
except in the scene after Owen Wilson is eaten and the anaconda swims through the water with the relief of his face
Relief of it.
showing through its belly.
Yeah, this is a f***ing Greek statue. What the? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
What a beautiful shot.
The puppet looks pretty good, except for when they show you its eyes, and that's when it's got this like.
You know, now that I see it, I think I know what you mean.
Someone on CNN said the monster looks like a maniacal garden hose.
You know, I read on the trivia that apparently anacondas have round pupils.
Mm-hmm.
And they used these slit pupils because they thought it would look more sinister.
Did they say anything about making the eyes bug out of his face?
No, they did not mention that. He looks a bit conniving.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what it is. I think
scheming.
yeah, scheming or something.
But
Yeah.
in reality, the anaconda doesn't scheme. He's just there.
Oh no, he schemes.
In what way?
The anaconda is not eating because it's hungry. It's not eating for sustenance.
But that's not a scheme.
Well, what is it then?
Jon Voight schemes. He engineered the whole scenario.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Jon Voight is the cause for almost all of this.
The anaconda
Yeah.
just seems to by happenstance be there. Coincidentally is also a dick. and then he'll eat you and spew you up for comedy.
He just thinks people look funnier afterwards.
Why does the anaconda do that?
It's only in the movie because the thought that an animal would kill just for the pleasure or for the sport is scarier than the reality, which is, in most of the time, even if the anaconda was that big, it would not eat something the size of a human.
I agree with you. No, 100% that's a spooky thought. That an animal has the foresight to distinguish two types of killing. For necessity and sustenance, and also for just the thrill.
Or dominance, I guess.
Why didn't they say that? Because that might have actually made me kind of scared.
Oh, they said it in that little text at the beginning of the movie.
What text?
There was a text.
Read it.
Unique among snakes, they are not satisfied after eating a victim. They will regurgitate their prey in order to kill and eat again.
Okay.
This is at the very start of the movie.
What use is them telling me that if 40 minutes into the movie is when we first see an anaconda?
This is so that you don't keep asking why doesn't the anaconda just digest the
yeah,
person
well, it didn't
just ate?
stop me, did it? How is it gonna chase them after eating Jon Voight?
It's gonna puke him out.
Oh, off.
Look. Oh, that was beautiful.
Jon Voight shoots a monkey in its face. Also, if you didn't think this guy was a huge asshole up until this point,
Now you're really on board with it.
he snatches that out of the water. It's like,
Can't catch anacondas without bait.
So the monkey works because he knows what he's doing.
and the anaconda goes for it immediately.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Also, the Amazon River is probably hundreds of miles long.
The Amazon River is one of the biggest rivers on the planet.
So it just happens to be there. And he catches it. And then a fight ensues with the anaconda.
The anaconda breaks the chain, spits up the monkey at the Englishman.
And J-Lo shoots the anaconda in the face.
That's later.
That's later?
That's later.
Oh,
Is the end anaconda a different anaconda or the same anaconda?
Logic and reason dictate that it has to be a different anaconda.
Wikipedia says, Cerrone dumps a bucket of monkey blood on them and uses them as bait in an attempt to capture a second, much larger anaconda.
Oh my god. This is the stupidest thing.
There was a second giant anaconda.
The death of the anaconda at the end of the movie makes no narrative sense if it's a different anaconda. The satisfying part of it dying or
Is because
being
it killed everybody.
it posed such a huge obstacle and threat the length of the movie, and the resolution is that the threat is gone. If the water is infested with giant anacondas, then there is no resolution.
It's gonna keep happening.
It's gonna be another one very soon.
Wait a minute. Didn't she blow its brains out?
I just remember that too.
Wait a second.
I just remember that.
Didn't she blow the fucking snake's brains out?
Yes.
Ah. They kill the first anaconda, which we didn't know was the first anaconda. Knock Paul Cerrone into the water and are free of him. And then they're just driving and they find some structure. I don't know what it is.
Another piece of garbage in the Amazon.
I'm assuming this is at least a couple miles from when they killed the first anaconda. You're telling me that not only is Jon Voight there, but also the second anaconda?
Yeah, well, you see, Jon Voight is a really crafty guy.
So he can outsmart being tranquilized, falling into the river, and then he can swim miles and beat a boat?
I'm willing to suspend my disbelief.
Oh, I'm not.
Look, there's plenty of fuel in here.
Welcome.
See, this is how you know he's really not right in the head. Because he prepares a bucket of monkey blood.
Well, they established the anaconda like monkeys earlier, so...
That should have also been included in the
beginning. Just
Apparently,
add Anaconda loves monkeys. Just put that there.
apparently Anaconda cannot resist the taste of monkey.
So how come Jon Voight didn't just do that by himself?
I don't...
Why did he need all these people? Why couldn't he just get the monkey blood and get the anaconda? If apparently it's like a homing beacon for these people.
Well, it only works if you dump it on a person.
Oh, I see.
Oh, do you remember the bones?
Oh, yeah!
The anaconda is such a vicious predator.
It just out
Yeah.
dust from when it eats your bones.
Yeah, there's a little furnace inside.
And he goes, take a look at this! Dust!
See, this is why none of them can stand up to him. Because how do you stand up to someone who's this sinister? J-Lo is in this movie for no other reason besides... She looks...
Throw up!
Oh no, Jacob.
Oh, no.
It's alright. Here's another thing that confuses me. The driving forces in this movie are there's a sick person on board, there's a monster anaconda,
One of two.
and we need fuel because we lost
Yes.
the fuel in a stupid accident. By the end of this movie, the man who was supposed to be in dire need of a hospital wakes up and is fine. The anaconda is dead, but there are many others like it, so it didn't matter.
And both are dead that we see.
The fuel is never retrieved because it's lost in a giant explosion.
But they're fueled up enough to drive still.
So could you please tell me, what was this all about? If not for the psychopath that is Jon Voight, what was this all about? This was just this is the most stupidest thing.
It is a complete waste of time.
None of these things mattered.
They all canceled themselves out.
The last line in the synopsis, do you know what the last line is? As the 3 remaining survivors float downriver, they suddenly locate the natives for whom they were previously searching. They realize that Sarome was right and resume filming their documentary.
Yes.
So after all of that nonsense, after they lost half of their crew and were terrorized half to death, and J-Lo is still gonna film this stupid documentary?
It's a happy ending.
No, it's not. It's delusion.
Of course it's delusion.
Also, who's gonna be in the movie? The guy that was supposed to be narrating is dead. There's no sound up.
No, he's dead too.
There's no boom up.
No, everyone who's gonna make the movie is dead.
The only people left are the people that there's the direct. Yeah, okay. All right. That's it. You know.
Cats don't ever purr. They know how, but not what fur. A cat never cats don't go meow. Wouldn't try.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Are you waiting?
Yes.
Okay, so you're telling me that Sarone wasn't lying about where the Indians were?
This crossed my mind also. Well, either he wasn't, or it was
It's a coincidence. Oh, God. I thought the whole thing was... Because he's just gonna lie through his teeth. All that matters to him, above all else, is the anaconda.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lie about, this is where the tribe is. But that actually was where the tribe was.
Yeah,
That's horse That's absolute horse I'm sorry, that's just complete fucking bullshit.